Check, check. All right, microphone's up. Here we go. Already back. It has been a stressful day, but I'm eager on this game. I'm going to try to pull back. Not do so much. Well, maybe I can. I mean, it's not like I got anything else to do tonight. Do need to, maybe should probably do a little bit more work. But I've been, man, this week has been something. Anyway, y'all don't need to hear all that. Y'all don't care. So in this video, now what I'm going to try to do is, and I do this when hey, you gonna work for me today or no? We doing this or not? What's going on? What you doing? Nope. Go back. There we go. Why aren't you working for me? Hey, what's going on? Why can't? All right, there's that. It ain't moving, but I can click on stuff. That's weird. All right, so I guess I'll have to make that work somehow. I have no idea how I'm gonna make that work. So what I'm gonna try to do is one, I'm gonna go back over that affinities thing again because that really, me messing that up really bad. I'm gonna make that video again, because of how wrong I was and because of the looking at budget. Like, why, bro? What's going on? You can't go left and right, but you can go up and down. I don't even know what this is right now. What are we doing? So this will go, but this won't. What are we even doing? All right, whatever, dog. So I'm gonna do that affinities video again. And honestly, and here's the stupid part. I'm gonna reference the old affinities video, but I'm never gonna release that. There's never gonna be a video that gets released. So yeah. I don't know what is up with my Windows link right now. I'm gonna try to back out of this real quick. No, I don't want to exit the game. I want to exit this Windows link because you are screwing up everything. All right, so let's try this one more time. It's not going. I know you work because this is how I did it last time. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do it like both ways. Who knows? Okay, so I'm gonna do the affinities video again. I might even edit. I had that whole map that I did for it. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está ahí? Wo bist denn du? Où est il? I don't know. I'm trying to learn French right now because I'm working. My new job is in Geneva, and I don't speak French, and I don't want to speak French, but it would help to know some French, and I don't want to know French. Is what it is, right? Do what you got to do for the paycheck. Okay, so anyway, so this was the previous. And maybe I'll even bring this point up. You know what? I can still use this. I can still use this to, I can still use this and remove those lines, actually. Because now I'm just going to redo the whole thing. The video won't be nearly as long because it won't cover as much information. Let's get back to the Windows link real quick. It won't cover nearly as much information because it's not nearly as complicated as I made it up to be. That's the problem, was me. And now let's get this all lined up on the video. Yo, where you at, homie? Nope, that's not it. There it is. All right, so let's get you all lined up. And you know what? I don't think I want this studio mode anymore because every time I do the studio mode, I end up screwing up and not transitioning well enough. So as I get used to this stuff all over again, let's remove the studio mode because I never remember to swipe the thing. All right, so we'll just go that way, I think, and then just hop straight into the video for affinities, and then I'll do a video on Zatana because she has really impressed me. I wanted to do one on Two-Face as well. And I'm kind of making this stupid rule in my head that does not make sense and won't be able to hold up. I kind of want to wait until he's level 100. Don't even know if that, there's no reason really behind that. It's just 100 is a round number. That's really all it boils down to, is that. So don't even know if it's really worth, and I don't even have the things on here. This thing is lagging too. I don't even know if I have the, yeah, no. Maybe I'll do one on Two-Face. Maybe I'll do a guide on Two-Face now, but the main focus is going to be correcting that affinity stuff, which should be faster, and then going into Zatana. So let's go and get this started. And 3, 2. So you'll never know this unless you check out those live stream videos, but I made an entire video about affinities and team synergies, and I was wrong. Somebody hooked me up in the comment section, which is why I do say read the comment section. There's a lot of intelligent stuff. Whenever I've done these games, especially DC Legends, like there would be tons of people who would just be in the comment section giving like their experience, their knowledge, stuff that I just said wrong that I have to correct later. So check the comment section. But in the meantime, in between time, we're going to go into affinities and team synergies, which are not nearly as complicated as I made them up to be. Let's get to it. All right, so there is the intro. Now, am I ready with the affinities? Yeah, let's just make it a big old thing. And, oh, actually, you know what? There it is. There's my piece of paper, my handy dandy notebook. And 3, 2. Hi guys, Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. I almost said the wrong thing. I'll be real with you. So, and in this video, this is part of the beginner guide series, which is more like a beginner's journey because I'm learning the game as well. I'm far from an expert, and this video is proof of it. I've already recorded an Affinities Team Synergy video that will not be released because, or that I'm not going to edit or whatever. It's on the live stuff because I was wrong. So basically, I'll even show you where I was wrong and then explain. Oopsie daisy. Where you at, homie? I'll show you guys where I was wrong and what I thought was the case and what actually is, and then I'll go into team synergies. So basically, we are going to take somebody like Green Arrow, who has both affinities and team synergies. Team synergies are when you have a certain number of characters, and it's usually either 1 or 2. It's not like 20. You have 1 or 2. If I have 2 of these characters, then there is a team synergy that will unlock. We'll go into that in a second. First, I'm going to tell you where I went wrong. Here, I was under the impression that I needed Question to be on the squad at the time of battle in order to get these benefits. George, thank you, shout out, commented on the stream that nope, as long as you have that character, this gets unlocked, period. So these are the stats that you will have, that I will have for Green Arrow now because I have Question. I want Wonder Woman, so I can go ahead and get these stats. I want Deathstroke, so I can go ahead and get these stats. So, yeah, I was super duper wrong about that one. And so that video doesn't get released because it's not nearly as complicated as I thought it might be. Now, I wanted to check something really quickly on the stats. This was something that I think is actually really useful, where we have the base health, base defense, base speed, and base attack. And it's all below. So when you're gearing them up, when you're having these other bonuses that are being added, be sure, and actually I think this is the 4.5% block, but I think that might be coming from a gear set. This is also coming from a gear set, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, the gear set here, they're being granted 5% on crits. Let's go ahead and go back. So there's crit that has 5%. And then where are the other bonuses coming from? I'd have to check to see where all the other bonuses are coming from. I'm going to do a full video on stats. But anyway, so all you need to know is once you unlock those characters, that is the percentage stat boost that you'll get from the affinity. Now, what we will do is go over team synergies. Team synergies are, you get, as I said before, you get these attributes for your entire team in play when these teams are on the squad during battle. So for Green Arrow, it is all deployed allies, attack, HP, and defense plus 9%. During battle, attack of all allies with AoE characteristic increases by 12%. Now this is a level upgrade because of me upgrading his rank. So I think previously it was 6% and 6% or something like that. And now it's been upgraded. I wish you could see the level 1 on the, they let you see the level 1 on the other stuff. It's not letting me see the level 1 on this one, but that's okay, we're cool. All right, so then the characters that I need to have in order to get this done during play, Jessica Cruz or just any of these. So like either ors, but Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow are the two that I have that are level 95 that I'm going to use. Harley Quinn, from what I understand, is not great. I'll look into her kit later. Whenever I do manage to level link her or maybe put resources into her, I'm not investigating. These characters below the common or rare, whatever you want to call them, the blues, I'm not messing with them. I shouldn't say blue because that also goes to their affinity. Not their affinity, but their categorization of tactical. So these rare, let's call them rare. Now the legendaries down here, I do definitely want all of these dudes. Bane is the only one that I think I'm kind of like, because I heard he was not great. But yeah, so I need to have Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow on the team in order to get the benefits from this stat boost. Now what I will do is I'll go over to Batman. And before I had that connection where I thought Batman needed to be on the team based on that synergy with Wonder Woman, but no, it's okay. The affinity's fine. So as we go into his affinities, as I said before, right now, because of Nightwing, I do not get this because I don't have Robin yet. I think this is Deathstroke. And then Superman gives me these abilities. However, on his team synergy, all deployed allies attack, HP, defense 6%. I think it was 6% before because this hasn't been leveled up. This is still level 1. During battle, attack of all allies with single target burst characteristic increases by 6%. One of those is Nightwing. So Nightwing does have that characteristic. It would seem weird if the entire Bat family wasn't part of his team synergy. I just tossing that out there. However, I don't see Batgirl. Maybe they got into a fight. So Nightwing, one of the better characters in the game, one of the characters I really like. Haven't been able to use him in the main story for the last few nodes, and I don't like it. I like using him. Raven is also an incredible tune in the game. She has Revive, and her AoE does increase damage on debuffs. I'm saying this stuff out loud to myself as well, so I make sure to reinforce those bridges in my synapses that will help me remember. Then I have Star Sapphire, who I may not have been given a good shake to, but I don't like her so much. We'll get back into her at another time. Huntress is actually pretty good in Evil. I think it's Evil Ways. I never remember. Evil Falls. There we go. Evil Falls. Huntress is supposed to be used there. These others I have not experimented with. I will not. And actually, any of these legendaries, I think Red Hood is good. And the other three, I've not heard boo about any of them. So, but as you can see here, if I have any of those two, then, or if I have two of those that I just showed, then I'll be able to get this ability. So that is team synergies, honestly, in a nutshell. But here's something you need to know. When we go to Nightwing, he does not have a team synergy. He only has an affinity. Now, somebody's still going to have to show me the comic book where Mr. Freeze and Nightwing like teamed up and saved Bloodhaven, whatever. But because I have Mr. Freeze, we have the HP 5%, defense 2.5%, attack, HP, and defense are 2.5% because I have Red Robin on the squad. As soon as I get Damian, then we'll get this boost as well. But as you note, he does not have the team synergy. However, he does go well with Batman because of that. And I think he was not part of Green Arrow, right? Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to haphazardly build a team based off of this in Evil Ways. It won't get far because right now I am not bottleneck, but just stopped on Evil Falls. I keep saying Evil Ways. I think I have that Eminem song stuck in my head. But even that song is called Wicked Ways. Sorry. Anyway, so based off of the synergies that we need, and it would be nice if you could see it, but I'm going to leave Star Sapphire in because she does have an AoE attack. I would like to leave Superboy in because he has an AoE attack. I cannot activate, and this is where you'll see on the side. You see team synergy. I have Two-Face on there who has a team synergy. I have Superboy whose team synergy is actually activated now. I think it's because of Star Sapphire. Yeah, because of Star Sapphire. He's one of the team synergies, which this even makes me want to put him in a little bit more because he only has one character required for his team synergy. The others have two. So if I just put Star Sapphire, I immediately get this benefit of increased attack, HP, and damage, and then during battle, detonation damage taken by enemies increases by 12%. So it feels as though, albeit a little bit more of a niche ability, so hence I guess only one character, but it's easier to get to that ability. If I go down, go ahead and put Ocean Master, from what I understand, is really good, and I want to rank him really soon. As soon as I get those other like 30 rare characters, I want to put Ocean Master in because, as a matter of fact, I think Ocean Master even has. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'll just show you. Telling you I think. Let me just show you what I know. Star Sapphire does not have a team synergy, if I'm not mistaken. And my mouse does not want to cooperate with me removing her. So let's go over here. There's something going on in this area of my screen. I don't know what it is, but it is. My mouse is just not wanting to cooperate with me right now. All right. Anyway, don't matter. So where are you, Ocean Master? So the Two-Face energy is activated because we have Ocean Master. He only needs one. Ocean Master also has a team synergy, and I need to either put Nightwing. What comic were Nightwing and Ocean Master doing stuff together? Nightwing, you've been all over the spot. You run away from Batman because you don't want to be a sidekick. Now you're a sidekick to everybody else. What's going on here? What's really going on? What's really happening? What's really happening? Anyway, so if I put Nightwing on the squad, then I have those choices. So as a matter of fact, let's do it this way. We can select Ocean Masters. Cool. And Ocean Master synergy actually, I think is pretty cool because it goes along with Nightwing's ability. Nightwing likes to block. I even have a block set on him. All deployed allies attack, HP, defense plus 6% every 5 times your teammate blocks, which happens when you have multiple shots on AoEs especially. Increase attack of ally by 4% to a maximum of 30. We love to see that. And since Nightwing likes to block and he's one of my more powerful characters, you would lean towards wanting to build around that synergy. So let's just say that is the one I want to build around. I have Nightwing that I want to add into the squad. Okay, cool. We already have the one from Two-Face. I'll leave Two-Face in. Let's get away from you. Let's get over here to my lineup. We are going to, I guess we're going to go ahead and leave in, let's take out Superboy. If everything wants to cooperate with me, I got to check what's up with this mouse. Nightwing comes in, so now we can activate either the Ocean Master team synergy because Nightwing is in, or the Two-Face synergy because Ocean Master's in. We use Zatana for the heals because she's awesome. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go with the Ocean Master one just to show it off. But that is basically team synergies. So I've picked the 2 that I want to have in Ocean Master, Nightwing, because I'm going for that specific team synergy. Of course, you customize it to whatever the node is that you have. So maybe you want the block / increased damage more because you're going into a node where you don't have a lot of tactical. Well, actually, what are they? They're agile. Okay, so you're going up against a lot of might. Might is going to take down agile. So red over green, right? So maybe if you're trying to get through a node and you know what happens when you get into like a mini boss and there's that last little sliver and they just tap you right there, maybe blocking a little bit more, encouraging some blocking and getting increased damage based off of that is what's going to help you. And then you build around just these 2. I'm putting Zatana in because she's going to give heals. I'm putting in Two-Face, which we'll put in this kit later, on the back row, which is where I should have put Nightwing maybe. He gives increased damage to characters on the back row, and he reduces damage taken for characters in the front row. And then we have Green Arrow because he is my strongest character, but he also does a bunch of AoE damage on top of the fact of with Zatana giving that passive lifesteal. It will it helps with survivability a lot, and he is very hard to take down when he's with Zatana. So that is how I would look at building it if you have a 2-man squad. If you want to try to build a 3-man squad, which is going to be more difficult in my view, it's going to take, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and put, I think Batman was one that needed 3, right? So we will take out Ocean Master. Let's just take them all out, seeing as how the only way my mouse is going to work on this thing is doing this. If I did it here, yeah, see, I don't understand. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and plop Batman in there. Now, as we look at his team synergy, he's going to need either, like I said, Nightwing, Raven. We do like Raven as well. So, actually, thankfully, the 2 that we need are actually 2 very good complementary characters. Go away, team synergy thing. Thank you. Something's up. I don't know what is up with my Windows link, but it is acting a monkey right now just because I'm recording. I'm willing to bet. All right, so the team synergy is activated. You notice. Now, the plus side of what you see is that, and I mean plus side now because the Evil Falls people don't have any kind of affinity. They don't have tactical. They don't have mighty. They don't. I keep wanting to say affinity, but that's not how this game uses those terms. But this is balanced, which is cool because he doesn't have any kind of. I'm going to say affinity. He doesn't have tactical, might, or agile. He's blank. So I don't necessarily have to worry about this. We can keep it balanced. But if I'm going against a mixed squad or whatever, then this does matter when it comes to who I'm going to select for the team synergy. If I'm going into a fight against agile, for example, Batman takes care of agile. Okay, cool. Then I would probably put in, not that I'm recommending it, then I'm going to put in Manta if I really want to have that Batman synergy, as opposed to Raven, just because my might is going to be better. Red is going to be better than green. Green, it's a wash. They balance out, and Nightwing's a good character. Blue is weak against red. Tactical is weak against tactical is actually weak against agile. That's what it is. So having this synergy of, or having this might, if I'm facing a completely agile team with Nightwing, there is probably the better play. Let's just put him in. It's probably the better play. If I was going up against somebody, if I was just going up against a team that had a bunch of, if I was just going up against a team that had a bunch of agile enemies. See, I can't even take them off here. Where you at? See, so I still get the synergy, but now if he was green, then I would be better suited towards attacking him, right? But as we have it here, I don't need him. Fine. Now the rest of the team, the other parts of the team that need to be built, at least the way I'm looking at it, this is really balanced in all ways, actually. And I wonder if the other teams would like this, because you also have one tank in there, you have a damage dealer in there, and you have support. And part of what I was worried about when building these things was being able to be balanced on, damage, support, tank, or, taunt, whatever you want to call it. And then how else do you want to fill it? So in this, what I would do, and this is just me being extra, is I would put Zatana in because I want to help with that survivability. And part of me wants to put in Two-Face because he gives increased damage. Now, I'm thinking about this very heavily. You know what? Let's put in Penguin. More protection. This weakens us a little bit on the damage side, meaning that Batman is our only true damage, even though Nightwing can hit hard and does apply stun. But now we're kind of overbound. We're unbalanced when it comes to actually applying damage. We'll survive like a sauna, but we ain't killing nobody, right? So anyway, team synergy here, we can activate it. All deployed allies attack HP defenses plus 6%, and then single target burst get a plus 6% in damage. So I think that explains it well enough. Thank you guys for watching. I am so frustrated with my mouse not working on this thing. Look at that Scarecrow. Look, Scarecrow, get out of here. Get going. Although he does share this energy, and it might be fun just to run him. Plus, he does have a small kind of benefit, and this comes later. When I'm going to do this for affinities, this comes later as well. Scarecrow and Raven kind of go well together because they both lay down debuffs, and she does extra damage on characters with debuffs, on enemies with debuffs on them. So that's coming for a different video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. All right, so there is Affinities re-explained, and that video took half the amount of time. All right, so now we will go into, I don't know why my mouse is being a pain. I don't even know. I don't think it's my mouse. I think I probably need to restart. Well, see, no, look, I can do it here now. I can mess with it. All right, whatever. Now, what are you doing to me? Okay, anyway, done being dramatic about it. So let's back on out. And then next we can do Zatana's guide. I said I wasn't going to do Two-Face, but I don't know. Maybe I'm in the mood, maybe not. And plus, I think the character guides are going to be a lot shorter than I think they're going to be. But at the same time, I talk a lot. So these could easily go longer. I don't have a trials thing for her, but I do have a trials thing for Two Face. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. And I want to put her in a position to shine. You know what I mean? You gotta give me my money. Yeah, sometimes it responds and sometimes it doesn't. And I'm wondering if it's this mouse. This mouse seems to have these issues. In fact, let me check. A lot of times I have to like click it just right to get it to work, which bothers me. But I got the silent mouse so that you wouldn't hear it when I was clicking. Not to mention I need to update my equipment. I need to get a new green screen if you couldn't tell. Need to get a new camera if you couldn't tell. So, but it's fine. I got the time to do it now. All right, so let's go ahead and see how we're gonna do this Zatana video. I might even amend her gear sets. I would like to know if they have speed gear anywhere. I don't have any resources to buy anything because I've been foolish with my resources in certain ways just because I've tried stuff. But I've been mostly just very, very conservative. That's not where I want to go. I want to go to the shop. Nope. You're not supposed to do that either. I want speed gear. I want this thing right here. But then I need another piece of speed gear. And it feels like 250. It's elite gear. And so elite gear is actually the line that I said before in previous video, where that is where I'm willing to start to strengthen that gear and put resources into it. I won't do it for anything below that level. But 250 gems seems like a lot. It seems like a lot, right? Because that is one pull of a character, and maybe I get lucky and get something. Number two, I'm kicking myself because I bought this crit piece and I didn't need this crit piece. I do want both of these speed pieces that I can put onto Zatana as a healer, put speed gear on her. I do want these pieces desperately from the Evil Fall shot. If I try to take out, what's his name? Power Ring. How much do I get for that? All right, let's see if there's speed gear anywhere else. Nope. No, I don't even think they carry gear. Here, nope. Plus I'm out there anyway. So let's see, if I beat old buddy Power Ring tonight, will I be able to put speed gear on my Zatana? Nope. No. I'll be able to put, no, I won't even be able to put one piece. Okay. Alright. That is what it is. His thing expires today, and then I can just go ham on Owlman tomorrow, and then maybe, hopefully, speed gear will be in that store still. Alright, so let's go ahead and here's the other thing too, because she's not a true healer. So this speed gear may be incorrect. So I'm going to go over that theory as well. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get this started actually, do I have enough to take up her one more level? Sure. Let's go and do that. So get away. I feel like this might be my internet connection that's causing this issue. All right, whatever. Let me get over it. Go ahead and do this video then. All right, cool. Anyway, here we go. Let's go ahead and record it. Why can't I just go? Y'all making this complicated for me? I'm trying to get to the channel. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and pop out. Cool. I actually should probably have this on my phone as well, but it is what it is. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. So now I think I can close this, keep that open, and we can start recording this Zatana video. Miss Zatana. Okay. And 3, 2. Yo, so I don't even think I've had her 24 hours. How long have I had Zatana? I love Zatana. She's amazing. I feel like, and again, I'm 6 days deep. Everything's exciting. Everybody's the best. No, that's not true. Not everybody's the best in this game, but a lot of them are the best. I love a lot of them. Zatana is like, let's get to the video. All right, and 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I'm gonna go over Zatana and one of my old school like character guides as I try to figure out. I think I'm gonna do character guides like this. I prefer doing those anyway. So I'm gonna go over Zatana. I absolutely love Zatana. I love the art of Zatana as well too. But if I got a crush on the Jessica Cruz art. Then she comes in second here. But she is, at least so far, for me, I won't say the best support in the game, but maybe the best healer. And technically she's not healing, which is a problem for me in terms of what I'm going to do with the gear. So I'll get into that as I go through her kit, but she's level 100 right now. That's where I am in my DC Worlds Collide journey. I've ranked her up to this point. As soon as I can get her up to more ranks, like I can't wait to get more fragments of hers so I can just rank her up and up and up and up and up. Like she's become a top priority right there next to, it's Green Arrow and Zatana for me right now. Everybody else is secondary. They're the two that I would put most of my resources into. We'll go over Affinities first, which I've already done before. Black Canary has been unlocked, so she's good to go. Constantine I get tomorrow because that'll be day 7 for me on that calendar. Dr. Fate, I ain't seen word one of him, bro. And then I don't know who this is. Is that Flash? I don't know. So, and as you can see, she doesn't have a team synergy, like not as a team lead. So I have this already. Cool. Can't wait for the others. Now, on to her kit. We'll start with the basic first. And her passive is actually where she's a monster. Deals superpower damage equal to 120% of attack of an enemy unit. To an enemy unit. That would suck if it was of theirs. I have it at 130 now. At rank 9, I'll get up to 140. And actually, one of the things I'll do on her thing is check the stats. So attack is at 3,075. So if I'm doing 20% of that is, so I'm doing 360 damage or 3,600 damage. Okay. Now on to the advanced attack. Grants all allies 1 stack of strong attack for 2 turns. I need to do this buffs, debuffs video. I just haven't been able to find a site that like where I can see the concise of where all of them are, like what all of them are called. I'll be looking for that maybe after this video, maybe on the stream. Also, grants 2 stacks of frantic to the ally with the highest attack for 2 turns. Did not realize that part. So it also gives frantic for 2 turns to the ally with the most damage, which for me will be Green Arrow. And running her with Green Arrow is absolutely amazing. It's incredible. I just like seeing the numbers. You'll see what I mean when I get to it, unless you've already seen it in one of the other videos. Frantic, increases crit by 10%. See, I'm learning this stuff with you too. And then max 15 stacks. So then that means that she's gonna he has an increased 30% crit chance. We gotta go back. I'm talking about them together because we've already done a Green Arrow kind of guide. And in fact, I might have to do that guide over again because that was part of a separate video. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that guide over again. I'll do that today after I get done doing Zatana. So already, I'm going to check his crit. He has 14.5% crit chance. So if I add 30% on top of that, that goes to 44.5%. Basically, a 1 in 2 chance that he's going to crit. Chill. We like that. We love that. Chill. Okay, so cool. I'll be back, Green Arrow. All right, so Zatana. Next, so that was on Frantic, and then Strong, because she also grants Strong Attack, which is for 2 turns. Increase attack by 8% and block break by 5%. Max 15 stacks, and she's granting. That's for 2 turns. But only 1 stack. Okay. So only the 8% and then the plus 20% crit. Oh, I was wrong. I don't know why I was thinking 15%. So that would have made it 35% crit chance. So 1 in 3 chance that he's going to crit, which I still like. One, not as good as 1 and 2, but this is good. When Zatana is present, this is the monster. When Zatana is present, all allies gain 6% lifesteal. Lifesteal rate increases by 8% for each stack of frantic on an ally. So let's go back one more time. We're going to have a stack of 2 frantic from her advanced attack. And then we're going to get 6% lifesteal. And then for each one of those frantics, which will be 2, I get 8% increase lifesteal rate. It's 22%, right? I'm doing the math on that, right? 22% of the attack that you're doing, that you're putting out there. I have it up to 8% now on the lifesteal thing. But yeah. Oh, and then if I get it up to rank 8, we got to hurry up and get her up to rank 8. Dog. 10% for each stack. Dog. This is incredible. And when you see it paired with Green Arrow's AoE attack, it is potent. It is a potent attack. It is absolutely incredible. And then her ultimate deals superpower damage equal to 145% of attack to an enemy row and adds 2 stacks of armor break that lasts until the end of battle. It says to an enemy row. It doesn't say whether it's back or front, so it could be either or. Am I reading that right? Of attack to an enemy row. Maybe it's just the row that's directly in front of her if they don't specify. So an armor break decreases defense by 20% and crit resistance by 5%. Yay. Oh, it's just giving you a stack of 2. So it decreases the defense by 40% and the crit resistance by 10. She's a monster. I love her. I'm in love with Zatana. Yay, I even love the hat. So as soon as I can get her, as soon as I can get her ranked up. All right, so there she is. Let's take her into a little bit of gameplay. And as a matter of fact, no, you know what? I kind of want to run them together, but I kind of wanted to give Green Arrow his own. Here's the thing, and you guys let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Is it better if I did 2 at a time? Because the idea that I have right now is just do the one. This video is going to be like 15 minutes, maybe even like less than that. And then you guys have nice little 10-minute, 12-minute videos for each character guide, as opposed to me doing like a 40-minute video talking about 2 characters and how they work together. Because you know what? And I'll do it that way because then I can still do the team stuff later. I can still give them a pairs video later, which I will do. So now we're going to take her into any mode. I kind of have liked going into the multiverse and doing Evil Falls. Although we could do some arena battles, and I do need to do some arena battles. Actually, I'm ignoring my arena battles in Marvel Strike Force right now. I'm not getting my gems. So let's go ahead and pick a battle to go into. This guy might be hard. Let's see. So basically, oh, you hurt. So, oh, dude, oh. Why am I upset? Because now I can't use Green Arrow and Nightwing. I mean, I could still put Green Arrow in there if I want to be stubborn. But right now he has a Two-Face who's going to give additional damage to the back row attacks. I think it's by 18%. He amplifies damage. And those are AoE attackers in the back in Starfire and Superboy. Superman, I'm assuming he's going to taunt. And I haven't had any much experience with Superman. I just know that he's tough as nails to get through. And then you have the single burst attack from Batman. Fudge. Okay, so I want to build my... it's kind of a plus that she is tactical, because then she can take that. She can go up against Might. I have been using Raven a lot to revive just in case. I'm tempted to leave Superboy. I'm tempted to make this a Might on Might fight, because I do not think that I have the damage in my... I mean, we can do her. I don't want to try to big boy this because this is not a real punch down. I mean, it's only like 5,000 at this point. So I can't just say my roster's stronger than yours. I mean, I just started the game. I'm tempted to make it might on might, with the only difference being Zatana and Raven. That's what I'm leaning towards. Well, first of all, let's just go ahead and get Green Arrow out of here because he's not gonna do stuff. So let's just go ahead and get him out. Okay. Let's go ahead and put Star Sapphire in. That's Superboy synergy. Cool. We'll rock with that. And the question is, do I leave Raven in for the revives, or do I put in a Two-Face to be sure? As a matter of fact, let's just almost mirror match this. I can't do this on my screen, or with the mouse. I'm just going to do it this way, just so I don't sit here and click for 45 minutes. All right, so then we'll do that. Two-Face. I like to put Two-Face or these characters in the middle because then they receive less damage from that back row. Okay, so basically it's the same team except Soups and Batman versus Zatana and Jessica Cruz. My two crushes in the game right now. Okay, so, and then we're going to check the ultimates real quick because I always make that mistake to forget to check the ultimates. We'll do the Superboy first. We'll do Starfire next because they both have AoE attacks. Once we do this, I'm going to go back and go into her gear, show you guys what's up with that. Let's go ahead and actually see Jessica Cruz's AoE or ultimate ability kind of sucks. I've talked about that before already. All right, so let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Start. Boom, boom. Now she puts out that increased attack, so we're going to hit stronger, not just because of Two-Face in the background, but because she has put Frantic, 2 stacks of Frantic on Starfire, plus the attack up. So she's going to have increased damage. Not to mention, when you see them go, watch Star Sapphire, and you'll see these green numbers come up. You just saw them on Superboy, where she is healing herself. So the damage we're going to take from this burn and from the bleed, okay, cool. But then when she hits you with the AoE attack in the front row, she heals herself. So she's good, bro. Boom, see? Now check out her numbers. Oh, you couldn't check them out because Zatana took her turn. And Zatana got some numbers up. Now, they're not like high damage numbers, but those things, like the heals, do matter. And they do stack, especially with AoE attacks. So now, Superboy can do his biz, and it'll be pretty much a wrap. Now, here's the issue we have with Zatana's gear. Typically, in these games where you are allowed to put like gear sets onto characters, you know, your crit damage, your speed, your attack gear, whatever. When it comes to healers, you should put, at least in my opinion, you should put speed on them. If they are an HP based healer, then yeah, you put an HP set on there, one, and then you put 2 sets of speed, because the faster they take their turns, the better for you. The more likely you are to survive, the more heals you get out there, right? Helps with sustainability. Now, the problem I have with Zatana and her kit, this is the drawback, is that all of those abilities are red. She never actually heals anyone. She gives the team the ability to heal themselves. Not the ability, she's not healing for them. So, why do I still have the speed gear on her that's leveled up? It is because of the ability that she will open up with, which is her advanced attack, which is strong attack and frantic. So she's actually, the heals of what I love, and I loved it yesterday. And then I didn't even realize until like this, I would say this morning, but no, I think it was this morning or this afternoon, that she was also putting out like buffs that were going to increase the attack of your allies. So not only is she making them hit harder, but the harder they hit, the more they survive because it's lifesteal. So yeah, get that out there as fast as possible. That's why I still have the speed set on her. But it was making me question some things. And then I added HP just to help with survivability. If there was a defensive set that I had, I would do that. All right, anyway, so that's Zatana. She's my favorite so far. Like her and Green Arrow, they're amazing. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. See you guys next time. Okay, so then that was a tight 15. I think that's a good spot to have the videos in. Not too long, not too short. And then keep myself from babbling for hours. All right, so now what we'll do is we will go over Green Arrow. Because if I'm not, Green Arrow's kit, I reviewed it and I was thinking I don't need to do a guide for him. But I did it based off of that Affinity video. And now that Affinity video will never see the light of day, I need to do a guide for him. Then that means I can still kind of keep my rule about 100, even though it's stupid and will change probably by next week. Yeah. I'll go ahead and talk about him. Do I even have a... Because I don't care. He's just too good. I don't have an elite attack piece. Okay. All right. Cool. I might even level this up right now. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get into Green Arrow. In 3, 2... Okay. I know I had just said that Zatana is like my favorite character, but like Green Arrow is like my favorite character in the game, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear that's my favorite character at least 6 more times over the course of the next videos. I absolutely love Green Arrow in this game. He is incredible. He is the best right now for me, the best AoE damage dealer in the game, and I don't think there's much debate about it online either. So if you disagree, first hear me out. Hear my argument, and then call me an idiot in the comment section. Let's get to the video. All that was wasted because I didn't hit record. Dummy. Getting used to it. All right, so let's do an intro. And that's the funny thing, too, because I don't write them down, so now I just have to make up another thing. All right, so in 3, 2... You guys get to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that now. 3, 2. I know 3 and 2. I know 2 is still up. 1. Okay, so let's be frank. I am prone to being dramatic. That's who I am. So when I say Green Arrow is the best tune in the game, I might be being dramatic, especially since I don't have most of the characters in the game. But he's the best character in the game. No, he's not. I know he's not. I know I'm being dramatic, but I absolutely love him. I love using him. He is incredible. Enough talking. Let's get to the video. So that first intro was better, but what you gonna do? And 3, 2... Of course, the phone buzzes right at that moment, right? What is it? You'd be stunned how many times that happens for real. How many messages got edited out of videos where it's like, I'm in ex-girlfriend. I was in a fight with my girlfriend, and she just said, no, to be fair, they were mostly just stuff that was on the video that were like, and I was like, what's that message in the middle? Anyway, sorry, you guys don't care about that. And 3, 2... Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I am going to be going over Green Arrow's kits. This is the character guide for Green Arrow. I've done this previously. Is this the same game? Is game similar? Oh yeah, Abdul. Hey, what's up? You just got me in the middle of the video. Yes, it is very similar. However, as I've told people, if you've come from DC Legends, you'll like it, although it's idle gameplay. So just chill. I'm going to show you some gameplay. I'm gonna try to make this video like 10, 15 minutes. So just sit back, relax. This is me talking to the chat, talking to my homie Abdul. He was following me on DC Legends. I think he just saw my icon saying that I was live and then clicked on it. So happy to have you on board. And yeah, I'm leaving all this in the video because I'm happy about the people who were a part of the DC Legends community and those who stuck around while I wandered in the wilderness for 2 years and maybe have found a game to replace it. So, love my peoples, my day ones as I call them. Anyway, so, Green Arrow, he is one of the first tunes I got in the game. Now, let's be fair. I've played the game for 6 days. So, a lot of them are the first ones I got. He is an AoE damage dealer that is just nuts to me. I feel as though if I did not have him, I would not have progressed in the game nearly as far as I have in such a short amount of time. So that is why you see versus, if you saw my Zatana video, which this will come after this. Yeah, I'm gonna make this one come after that one. Her I'll even show it to her now. Like, see all the other ones, like a little bit here, a little bit there. He is the one I am dumping resources into because he is good. Good, I tell you, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through his kit real quick. We're going to go through the gear, why I selected that gear. And also, you guys know, I'm in the beginning. More of a beginner's guide. It's more like a beginner's journey and just what I've learned. If you guys have any questions or know something better than me, comment section below. I appreciate the comments. Or if you're live, go ahead and chat it up. All right, so let's go through his affinities first. So he does have a team synergy. His team synergy when he has two of the characters in this list. So you have the ones I have live are Jessica Cruz, Scarecrow, and those are the only ones I'm going to count because I'm not putting any resources to Harley Quinn, Batgirl, or into Question. Flash, as soon as he comes out, I'm putting resources into him because he's annoying to fight against. So I want him on my team. Wonder Woman is the legendary that I have selected, waiting for that pull so that I get her. Superman, of course, is Superman. He's going to be good. Maybe he's probably not going to be the best. From what I understand, Wonder Woman is the best in the game, actually. Wonder Woman and Lex. Constantine, played against him. Red's Kid, he is a beast. I can't wait. Dr. Fate and Bane, don't know. But if you have two of these characters, then you will unlock this ability from Arrow. Now, this is level 2 already. I think on level 1, it was like 6 and 8% or 6 and 6%. I can't remember. But the affinity effects are all deployed allies, attack, HP, and defense raised by 9% during battle. Attack of all allies with AoE characteristics increased by 12%. Now, this means that these two have to be on the squad that you're fighting with in battle. I did make that mistake when I come back to affinities. These are just what's unlocked when you unlock those characters. They don't have to be on the squad when you fight. I have Question unlocked, so it's 2.5% for attack, HP, and defense increase just for him. Can't wait till Wonder Woman comes through. Okay, and then Deathstroke. Why is he? They say unknown that he's hidden. I guess because I fought him. Because I think whatever. I think it's blurred out in the other thing, but that's not important right now. So let's go ahead and get into his kits. Now, this is also where I mentioned it before. I'm going to have to do a video on buffs and debuffs in the game because there are some unexpected ones. So, for example, you would expect Mr. Freeze and Captain Cold and Killer Frost to have like ice/freeze/frostbite effects. I did not expect it out of him, and there's some other effects that have gone around, buffs and debuffs that have gone around other characters that makes me feel like I should learn them because it's kind of specific. Like, you can see where it comes from, but it's kind of specific thing that's not necessarily related to their lore. So, gonna have to check for it. Anyway, shoots a specially crafted arrow at an enemy, dealing physical damage for 120% of his attack. And I mean, just so you know, I think it's basic. Now remember, I have him rank 7. This is my highest tune, so he's going to be stronger than everybody else. His base right now is 2455, and then total is 452 or 4512. Boom, we love it. Anyway, so back to the skills. So right now, what I have him at is damage is increased to 130% because of level 2. I think that happened at level 21 or level 41. I can't remember. Now, this is the part where you get Frostbite, which is a pretty cool debuff. I just don't understand it fully. Shoots a freeze arrow at enemy row. Oh, I get that now. Dealing physical damage equal to 110% of attack and adding 1 stack of Frostbite. Now I have it level 2 is 125, level 3 is 140. And Frostbite deals physical damage equal to 15% of attack for each stack of Frostbite when added. Aha. Okay. Now this is where I was getting confused in his kit and reading the debuffs and the buffs. So this happens when it is added, which means that because it's a debuff, it can be resisted. So that's what they mean. In my head, it is. When you take something like Bleeds, and in this game, Bleeds and Poison does damage to, does special damage, and Bleeds do physical damage. But they happen at the start of the enemy turn. They receive, I think it's like 10% damage, right? This one did not have that, but now I understand what they mean when added. So when you get Frostbite is when you're going to get this extra 15% damage. and it'll stack 10 times. So if you got 10 frostbite, which is there going to be a character that lays down 10 frostbite? I mean, for real, then you would get 150% damage. Okay, cool. So that happens when it is added. So that means you can resist that damage. But if you don't resist it, it's going to kick you in the teeth. So passive increases crit by 15% and crit damage by 15%. Crit doubles when enemy HP is above 50%. So his crit is going to be at, oh, wow. And this goes to something that I was saying about Zatana. No wonder he hits like a freaking truck. So 15% crit out the gate. Double that if they're above 50%. They're going to be above 50% if it's coming out the gate. This is why, I was doing it, but now I understand more why. Like I was seeing what I was seeing. This is why his ultimate is always the first to go for me. If his ultimate goes first, everybody's going to be above 50% health. That means that this crit chance goes to 30%. So when I have him with Zatana, which I'll go back just to show you this point. So when I have him with Zatana, Zatana has in her kit where on her first attack, she applies, and this is the thing, this is her advanced attack. And I have a speed set on her. So this has pushed her speed above green arrows. So she goes before green arrow. She'll lay down strong attack and frantic. Strong attack gives you increased damage. We're just going to focus on damage right now. 8%. Cool. What's really cool is the crit chance goes up by 10% per frantic. And she gives you 2. So then we go back to the homie green arrow. I'm going to have out the gate from the passive. And then if I'm running with Zatana, which she is my best healer on my squad. So they run together a lot, especially given the fact that she does that lifesteal on her passive. So that way, and you'll see it when I show when I go into a battle where he's healing himself a tremendous amount, which is kind of a waste at the start, but you'll see the point. So that means that you just stack 20% on top of his crit. So there's 20. Now I got another 30% chance right there. So that's 50% chance of critting in the beginning. Then, oh my goodness, I'm at level 2. So the crit chance is now at 20%. So that means that at the beginning it's 40%. Then you add her stacks, that's putting it up to 60% crit chance out the gate with an additional 20% crit damage. Then we come over her. Where you at? Who you with? Where you at? Who you with? And we already got 14% crit, 14.5% crit sitting right there. So it looks like we're up to what, 75% crit? I've already lost track of the numbers. So let's just say we're at 75% crit. So it's a more likely than not scenario that I'm going to crit. And I put this crit set on him, right? Now, here's the thing. It doesn't look, and it says by 5%. So I'm wondering if it's 5 for each, and he starts off with 4. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove this real quick just to see what happens. Let's remove you. So it says here that his crit is 9.5. So if I remove this, then the crit here falls to 4.5. Okay. Then I come back to the stats. We're learning. So it's dropped down to 9.5. So then then that crit bonus is gone. So when I add it back, both pieces is going to be 5%. Let's go and get you back in there because we are not going to go without you. Equip. So, see, I still don't understand how that math worked because I added that. So I added 5 to the crit. But where did that 4.5 come from in the beginning? I guess that's his base crit. Anyway, so that's already added to all of this. So he has a 75% chance to crit at the beginning of a battle. I mean, do I have to say we love to see it? Because we love to see it. We do love to see it. I don't even know if that's necessary. And now it's kind of, man, this makes me debate putting all of, like, just nothing but crit. But you kind of need some attack. Anyway, moving on. So basically what I have him outfitted with is clearly crit gears because I want him to have that big old AoE attack at the very, very beginning. And then we put a lot of attack on him. I was tempted to put speed, but I was like, nah, he's already, I won't say fast, but fast enough to where he's going second in my lineup when he's fighting. So that's all cool with me. So that is his kit. I'm going to show you running him with Zatana, which if you saw Zatana, I think, no, I had to remove him. So we're going here into the multiverse. We go into Evil Falls. I'm going to try to find a better place to do this. I'm not going to go into Arena this time because this video is going longer than I wanted it to. But anyway, so we go in here to the fight. And I just need you to see, one, what he does, and two, how he heals. You're going to see a lot of damage get cycled through here. So watch Green Arrow. Is even when he lays down his damage, you can see the damage up here and how much damage he's doing. But on top of it, watch all the heals because of Zatana. Now, it's kind of hard to, and let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and activate his team synergy, which requires Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow. So let's go ahead and put Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow, which will then increase the AoE attack by another 12%. So we're going to do that one. Who are we taking out? We're going to leave, man, I got all these stacks. We're going to leave in Two-Face because Two-Face also has, come on Two-Face, he also has on his passive attack, where if he's on the back row, he amplifies damage by 14%. So we're just doing all kinds of nasty stuff over here. So we're going to leave him. There's not going to be any blocking, so we can remove Ocean Master. Zatana, I want you to see that. So we'll remove this and this. Ugh, Nightwing, why are you being difficult, homie? Get away from the fight. Jessica Cruz. Boom. There's the team synergy. So we got, and I would love if I could just like see what their stats are right now. Before we go into battle, like if I could see what happens, because it still says 14 and all the other stuff. If I could see all the benefits that he's getting, that'd be so awesome. Anyway, so then watch him carefully. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. See all that health. Now watch me. This is AoE. Yeah. Now, let's go ahead and stop. Restart. The best part of his kit. Unleash a rain of arrows on all enemies that hit 3 times, dealing physical damage equal to 40%, 40%, and then 75% of attack, respectively. If he defeats any number of enemies, he gains a new turn. That's up to 45, 45, and 80%. And then next will be 50, 50, and 85 once I get him up to rank 10, which that is going to happen as fast as possible. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Green Arrow is an absolute beast. I can't wait to start doing videos on like team compositions and stuff like that. But right now it's just character guides as I learn, because I'm learning stuff as I'm making these guides, honestly. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Boo! So there's that. There is that. Good to see Abdul. I wonder if he didn't really comment anymore, so I wonder if he's still in the chat. Maybe not. But it was good seeing him. All right. So yeah, actually that's it. Do I do more? I mean, I guess I gotta have something to do tomorrow, but I'm tempted to go ahead and do another guide while I have everything out and while I have the energy. Because like really right now, and this is the thing, and I mean, you guys are behind the scenes already as is. This is going to be a debunked video here that I'm going through my folders right now real quick. And as a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and see how well this goes. I'm going through my videos as it is right now. And let's get rid of the preview pane. View as a, I don't know why Windows does this. All my computers have been upsetting me lately. So I made like 1, 2, 3, 4 videos yesterday, because I'm not going to count the 5th one that I'm not going to use. I made 4 videos yesterday. What was I doing, homie? Dang, and they weren't even short neither. Did 4 videos yesterday. I think I've done 3 today. No, I've done 4 today. Yeah, because I did that one this morning, and then I just did 3 now. Yo, I really do love this game. I really do love this game. I'm about to have like a library of DC Worlds Collide content. So maybe I don't need to do any more videos. Maybe I need to sit my butt down and edit these things. Maybe that's what the business is. Maybe that's what I need to do. Yo, that is nuts. That makes me happy. That makes me really happy. I haven't been producing like this in a long time. As a matter of fact, let's have some more fun. Maybe one more. Let me look. Maybe I'll do one more. Is there anybody on my squad worth talking? I mean, Nightwing, and we're kind of cycling around the same characters as well. Request from a friend. Hey, you're welcome. What's up? All right, because I was answering the question, and actually I went through that whole and maybe I should wait, because this morning when I woke up, I accidentally started this thing and then solved a lot of the puzzles, and this is the one I still have not solved yet, because I think the answer is a clock, but every clock I've tried to click on in the freaking thing hasn't worked. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out later so I can get this thing. But actually, I really like this thing. This has been a lot of fun. But I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I'll look at this real quick. An hour later, I was still like doing that. And I got more mail. An appreciation gift. I appreciate you. Okay. Well, how much appreciation is 20? Come on now. Y'all could have made that 2,000. Y'all could have made that 2,000. Give us 10 pulls. What's going on here, guys? Appreciation. Being funny. It is what it is. All right, so I think I'm going to wait. I'm gonna wait and do it just because of the nice round 100 number. It's a stupid thing. It doesn't really matter, honestly. But Ocean Master is a beast. I want to get him up to rank 5. Need to discuss Penguin. Two-Face has some things in his kit that I really love. That's why I've mentioned him so many times. Yeah, there's a lot of videos to come. And then I still have to find out where I can find the all the debuffs and buffs in the game. If you guys happen to know that by any chance, I mean, if you happen to watch this, let me know if there's a link or something. Otherwise, I'm just going to Google search it and see if I can figure it out. But yeah, all I need to do guides on all of these characters. And so far, I've done guides on just these 2. And somehow, I have 8 videos. I did the Affinity thing. I did Level Link. I'm trying to think of where they came from. Where did I get all these videos from? Anyway, I mean, I'm not complaining about it. But it seems weird. It makes me actually worry. And I watched them last night to be sure that everything was coming out. That's why I'm kind of sitting close to the microphone and stuff. Because I was trying to see myself and say, like, hey, where are you messing up? Yo, where did all these... Okay, it is what it is. I'm happy about it. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm about to go have me a daddy soda and chill for the day. Worked hard all morning and today. But although I have to say it was a good day. And now it's time for me to sit on the balcony with a daddy pop. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm tempted to do, because I don't want to show my calendar right now online. I'm tempted to do this again tomorrow morning. And now I'm talking to myself. Tomorrow morning is probably going to be better for me to do it like before I go to work, as opposed to after. That way I'll have a little bit more energy and can think clearer. Because I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was a little bit dragging on those videos as well. All right, so